Hello, my name is Robert. I'm with Rhino Designs in Little Rock, Arkansas. Today, I want to show you the next step in creating a screen to be ready to be screen printed onto a t-shirt. So this next step is the actual design process. I'm going to take you through a very simple design process with a simple line drawing that we're going to do for our tags, our custom tags inside of our custom t-shirts. So you won't really see a unique design here as far as a main design that goes on the front of the t-shirt, but in the background behind me, I don't know if you can make it out, that is a design that we just printed with our limited run, also available on rhinodesigns.com for 20 bucks for a shirt. It's a good deal. Little self plug there. But today I want to show you the screen burning process, mainly. I'll kind of go into how I use Illustrator to create the designs that I do on the computer. Some of them we don't do on the computer, some of them we just freehand write on the screen. That's a whole nother process. It's very long, drawn out, and complicated. Hopefully in the future we'll go over that process on YouTube as well. But for now I'm going to go over the Adobe Illustrator process for creating a simple line drawing to be printed onto a t-shirt, and that screen burning process. And we'll actually be printing today, so you'll see kind of the whole thing.
Okay, here you want to start with the logo design that you have. Bring it up in Illustrator, and here I have a template that I got from realthreads.com. It's one of their free templates, and they actually do their own screen printing. They're a screen printing company, so they do pretty high quality work if you want to go that route. But I of course do all my own screen printing. So what I'm doing here is inputting that logo into one of their preset designs and changing it to fit my needs. And once I get it the way I want it to look, I'll make 4 different copies of it and change the sizes on there, and so you'll see that here, and tailor it to what sizes I have in stock and what sizes I want to print. Here I'm just getting everything lined up, same size, same kind of feel to everything, that way it's ready to print. Here I'm pulling up Adobe Photoshop, and you want to make sure that 1, you have RGB color on, and 2, you have at least a 300 DPI for the quality of image, and 3, you want it to be a transparent background. That's very important. And so you copy and paste your design from Illustrator into Photoshop, and then you'll go and delete the layer that is the background image, and then you file save as a PNG, and when you do that, that will save that transparency, so you'll only have the image itself print. You won't have any background to it print. Okay, here I actually lost the footage of me explaining this, so I'll explain it real quick. Right here I'm using a 500 watt work lamp to expose this screen. It's considered a single point exposure method, and meaning there's a single point of light, and it's actually best for very fine detail work. My exposure time was about 10 minutes, a little bit over, and I'm using a single plane of glass to hold that image down to the screen. That way there's no shift.
And now we need to go through the washout process. So this washout process is a delicate one. A lot of screen printers actually use power washers during this process to get the emulsion out of the screen. The problem with doing that is that a lot of times you will scrap a screen. I'm going to go ahead and do the washout, and y'all can see that, and hopefully this screen turns out. Okay, I want y'all to see this because it's pretty cool. to watch this emulsion actually get washed out of this screen. So hopefully I can get in close enough and clear enough that you can see it. So you can actually see that design start to really come through there, which is pretty cool. It's just a fun part of the job and fun part of doing this. So I'll go ahead and finish this out, and then we'll get to printing once it dries. Okay, what I was just doing was taping off the screen. It's an essential part of prepping the screen for the print. It assures that all the spots that are not filled with emulsion don't let ink through onto the surface that you're printing on. So it'd be really bad if you were trying to print shirts and they had squares and little dots around the design. So this is what we do to make sure that that doesn't happen. And since we have on our screen a 4 design screen, what we'll do is lay some paper over the designs that we are not printing at that time and tape that off. That way no ink will get through the emulsion, through the mesh onto the garment when we pull that print.
Okay, here we are mixing the color needed for this particular print. It has to be really, really light since it's going on a white shirt, but also dark enough that way you can make out what that image actually is, since it's, you know, kind of essential. It's the sizing information and our logo, our branding. So that's what we're doing here, and that's Hannah doing this. Here we are actually setting up the print and pulling our first tag print. And so here you'll see me lay that on there, make sure that the shirt is tacked down smooth, tag is up out of the way, and then I'll pull the print, and then away we go. And you'll see a really quick 24 shirts that are going on right here.
And now we get the joys of cleaning up the mess that we just made. So we wash out the screen. It's just regular tap water, pressure from the faucet. No need for power washer. Some people do. All down our lovely bathroom drain. So it'll take like 5 minutes to wash this thing out. We'll let it dry, and it's able to be reused.